Great morning, student. Now we will discuss another part of chapter 2 video. Chapter 2 is communication cycle. Defining feedback. In our last video, our last topic is defining feedback. Feedback is the response or reaction of the receiver to the sender after understanding the message. In last class, you see a diagram in which sender send a message and in response receiver send a feedback after understanding the message. There is also same definition of feedback. Feedback is the response of receiver to the sender after understanding the message. Next, importance of feedback. Now we will discuss importance of feedback in communication. Feedback is required to continue the process of active communication. If you will give proper feedback, then it will help to continue the process of communication. Feedback is a vital part of effective learning as it gives clear guidance on how to improve their knowledge and performance. We know feedback is a very important part of effective learning. How? Because it gives us proper guidelines. If we need to improve our knowledge and performance, we can improve by accepting feedback. Depending on the feedback, everyone can take the right action for the next step. On the basis of feedback, we will take a right action for our next step. We will discuss first importance of feedback in basic of problem solving. When the receiver get a message, it is up to him. He can agree or disagree by the sender message. If the receiver disagree with the message of sender, then there is chances of problem. In this case, the feedback can help the sender to justify the response of the receiver. If receiver will provide proper feedback, then it helps to sender by justifying the response of the receiver. Next importance is effective listening. Feedback results into effective listening. How? When feedback is given, the sender reanalyze his message and correlate it with the feedback. When receiver will provide feedback, the sender will reanalyze the message. If there is any need in changing, the sender will apply changes on the message and again correlate it with the feedback. This enables him to understand if the communication has been successful. Thus, feedback helps to make a communication successful. Next, it can motivate. Students need motivation to study and to perform the given task well. When teacher will give feedback to students, then student can motivate in their study and they will perform very well. Right feedback given at the right time, it can show them the right path that need to be followed to achieve desired goal. If we will provide right feedback on right time to students, then student will select their goal by selecting right path. Next importance is it can improve performance. For good performance, you need to overcome your fear. With fear, you can't improve your performance. You need to overcome your fear. For this, good feedback enables you to overcome your fear and accomplish your goal with courage and determination. See, good feedback will help to overcome your fear and to achieve your goal with determination. Next importance is tools for continue learning. Proper feedback prevents you from getting distracted and push you to remain aligned to your goal. If you will give proper feedback to your teacher, then your teacher will help to prevent you from getting distracted and always push you to achieve your goal. It helps you to focus on the improvement area, and if you need any improvement, by checking your feedback, teacher will focus on your improving area. Thus, it helps in continue learning. Next is descriptive feedback. Descriptive feedback include specific information in the form of written comments or verbal conversation. A descriptive feedback include a complete information in written or oral communication. It helps the learner to understand what he need to do in order to improve. Descriptive feedback helps the learner to understand where he need improvement. Next, benefits of descriptive feedback. Descriptive feedback offers following benefit. First is, it provides useful information to students about their learning. By descriptive feedback, teacher provide proper information to students about their learning. It fills the gap between their present level of performance and learning goals. When you give descriptive feedback to your teacher, then teacher will understand where you need improvement and teacher will help to fill the gap between your present level of performance and your goal. It enables the student to achieve their goal. Descriptive feedback helps the student to achieve their goal. Next, factor essential to giving descriptive feedback. First is goal oriented. Feedback should be given keeping the aim of learning in mind, as student always work towards achieving the learning objective. Next is actionable. When students have knowledge but they don't know where to apply it and they lose interest in learning, so it's responsibility of teacher. They provide action where improvement is needed. Next is user friendly. Feedback should always be in user friendly language. It means it can be easily understandable language. It means feedback should be in easily understandable language. Next, timely. Feedback should be given on appropriate time. Next is continuous. Feedback should be given continuously. It will not provided at the last of communication. It is always continuously. Next factor is consistent. The student should be given a consistent feedback. Now, specific feedback. Specific feedback provide detailed information about something particular relating to a task or the individual performance. It provides detailed information about a task or performance. Example: it was impressive that you started with the question to hook the listener. I like it. Here, feedback is, it was impressive that you start with the question to hook the listener. I like it. There is a compliment too, and there is a impression too, which will be lasting impression on the listener mind. Then in future he will always keep in mind that speech should be start with question, then it will be impressive. Next, non-specific feedback. Non-specific feedback give a short response to the receiver. It may not help to achieve the desired goal. This is a short response to the receiver. Example, great job. This is just a compliment. This compliment will not be usable in the future. This is a not specific feedback. Next, need for specific feedback. First, specific feedback make the receiver aware of the specific detail. It helps the receiver get specific detail. Next, it helps to focus in improving performance. Specific feedback helps where a listener need improvement. It helps in effective communication. Thank you student for listening this video.